Anyway, I hope you can hear me talking. Yeah, I'm at a launch by BMW Malaysia. I believe this is the first physical launch that we are attending in this new normal. So presumably everything that we're doing today is gonna go on for maybe 1 year or 2 years. Can you hear what I'm saying? I can't even hear what I'm saying. Anyway, so we're at GMBB here. Today is the launch of the updated X1 and then an M car. Yes, an M car, an M140i, I presume, will be here. That's the beautiful X7. Look at it, massive. What a huge car. Giant. Okay, not as gigantic as in pictures, but it's still big nonetheless. So you can see people no longer handshake, right? And we're given face masks, right? We have to take our temperatures. We have to scan the QR code, as we're all have become familiar with. Downloading the app.
No, I downloaded the app already.
Oh, I couldn't.
Really?
Yeah. So look at that. There's a temperature sensor that will tell me my temperature, and everybody is on face masks. Hello. Yeah. See, all BMW face masks. Hello. You shoot me, I shoot you back. No. Michael.
Hey, what's
How are you? I'm good. Yeah. Oh, familiar faces. So happy to see.
Yo, what up? Hey, Bobby.
Hello. Hello, Daddy. Hello. Nice mask. Alright. Hello. And that's the X2M. And I'm trying to adjust my strap because it's rather tight. I mean, it's okay for everybody, but for me it's a bit tight. So what do we do here like that? How are you? Oh, it's been a long while. Thank you for pulling off the first new normal event. Right. I mean, this will go on presumably. A long time friend at BMW, Mr. Sashi. He's the man of the brand.
One of the many men.
One of the many men of the brand, but for so many years you're the man of the brand. Oh, my head is too big, huh?
I know, right?
Yeah, it's tight, it's tight.
We're working, this prototyping.
Okay, okay. Alright guys, I'll continue later. There we have it, the launch of the M135i Super Hot Hatch. Alright, this one competes against the Golf R, the RS3, the A35, and it is the most powerful 2-liter turbo engine that BMW makes. Alright, lovely styling. It's actually my first time looking at the car. I mean, in the real car is my first time looking at it. So
final shot at the X1 S-Drive 18i, ladies and gentlemen.
I think we've all grown familiar with this type of profile. Alright, make no mistake, Audi was the one that first introduced the compact hatch back in 1997. And of course BMW launched it very quickly, their first 1 Series. But the one that really solidify this profile, this type of styling, is actually the Mercedes A-Class, right? Nobody can argue with that, all right? And it has become very popular, even though the Golf hatch has always been there. But this profile, if you look at the side, if you look at the bulging front, you know, the sweeping rear and all that, right? It was actually the A-Class. And it's very good that BMW responded. Put it this way, the two of them, I mean, BMW launched the X6, X4, right? Industry leading, and then everybody copied, right? Mercedes copied black and square. And then this round, this guy here, yes, I like red leathers, lovely red leather. And from what we heard from BMW, it's almost sold out. I mean, in another few days it will be sold out because people are snapping this up, right? People want to be the first one to own these cars. And I'm glad they launched it in this color. Lovely color, beautiful. Look at the rear lights. That's the xDrive badge there. So this one has a basically it is electronic decoupling, the clutch. So predominantly it will be front wheel drive. When it's needed it will be four wheel drive, right? There's a 50-50 torque split, and I like the anodization on the badges, right? It's a dark tint. Oh my god. For owners of these, you might get your badge nicked. It's really nice, alright? So there's a lot of scoops, stuffs going on. Modern car designs are like that now, right? You can't run away from it. And it's a two-tone rim if you look at it. And I love the blue calipers of BMW M, you know. I'm sick of red calipers and I love blue calipers. Alright, so interestingly, it comes shotted in Bridgestone S005. Alright, so yeah, that's the engine. Look at that. Now, as we know, all turbocharged cars, you will not have a nice looking intake plenum and all that anymore. That's why underneath the cover it will be all sorts of cables, hoses, basically ugly stuffs underneath. That's why they need a cover. Alright, and I really do find that this cover is slightly over designed. You know, there's some carbon elements look alike there. But anyway, you know, back then they used die cast to do all this, but when you can use plastic to do the same job, they are way lighter, right? All these weight savings, where do they come from? All these components, if they're able to use plastics that can withstand the temperature, why use die cast, right? It's going to be really heavy, right? It's the crossbar. Very compact engine bay, you can see it, right? And transverse, of course. Yeah, but we've gotten used to it with the X1 because the X1 was introduced first, and fundamentally a similar architecture in a way. Alright, so there we go. We're familiar with this cabin now with the introduction of the new 3 Series, the 8 Series of course, and then yeah, we're familiar with this cabin already, this design. Thank you. There we go. Nothing special. If you don't turn it on, press the button, get it light up, it's gonna look slightly better. Look at that. There's a sign that shows the bonnet is open. Which yesterday in one of my videos, there's a CX-5. Her bonnet is open. She wasn't aware. And yeah, familiar cabin. So there's a USB port there. There's a wireless charger here. I believe so. But the car is not started, so I don't think it will work now. There's nothing here. It's not like a compartment or anything. Is a fuse box or a compartment? It's a compartment. Very nice. Damped. And there are those knurled patterns over there. Lovely. This one slides or open. Okay, this one simple. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna sit in it. Oh, sorry. Oh, watch it. Let me do a quick try. Okay, quick one. Okay. Footwell. Spacious. You get to pin yourself driving. Lovely. Sitting position. One of the things that BMW does best. Now all car makers will standardize their steering wheels because of homologation costs. Alright? The seats look big, look very sporty, and the bolster is good enough, it's alright, but it's a small seat, alright? Because this is not a very big car, but then it has a rather wide center console. 12-volt socket, USB ports, wireless charger, the keys are looks like this, the whole iDrive panel, lovely, lovely, frameless, simple, I mean basic. You need a sunglass holder for this segment, ladies would appreciate that. Harman Kardon, lovely. Alright, I'm gonna come out. And, sorry, a quick one.
Every day go video.
Sorry, a quick one. Ugh. My feet fits nicely underneath. Not a lot of space for my left foot, but it's way more spacious than the previous 1 Series. And then the ambient lighting emanates from beneath the inlays. I like that. You know, instead of putting them underneath, it emanates out from there. And very, very good visibility for rear passengers. This is my vantage point. Look at this slim headrest. I get to see a lot of what's going on in front, and I have a higher seating position than the front passenger, and I still have about 2 fingers of headroom. And this one is alright for the back of my neck. And I would say it's comfortable, but it's not considered super spacious yet. But it's definitely comfortable. And then you have some aircon vents here and USB-C ports. And I can slot my palm here nicely. I can put big bottles over here. I just like the opening of the window. It's very wide, it's airy in here. Light comes in. Speakers on top, lovely. And no armrest. Isofix is, of course, it's a given, alright? Now I need to go out, but I can't go out. Then I'm gonna shift there. And in the old car with the... Anyway, look at that. Ugh. Slightly better. It's not as tall as the old ones. And I can actually move my feet across and come out here. Not too difficult. Sorry. Yep. So that's the interior. Alright. Oh. It's a new design theme. Everybody's trying to take some. Oh, look at the exhaust. Damn. Proper stuff. Look at the valve. Look at that. Alright. That's the valves that opens. And that's the prap stuff. Okay, nope, not powered. But you don't need powered for such a small hatch, right? So for space, there you go. That's how it looks. Reasonable. Let's look at. Oh, nice. I like this material, soundproofing material, and then you get quite some room down there. So this is actually a very spacious boot because you have the separator, so you can put all your laptops, all your stuffs down there out of sight, and then you can push the seats down. There's the emergency triangle or what, a warning thing. Alright? Yeah. So this is the price of a Golf R essentially. Golf R of this. Yeah, you know the answer now, right? It's yeah, the feel is just different because there are so many Golfs running around, right? And there are so many Golf R lookalikes running around, and essentially the same price, right? 300-ish, 30-ish. No, oh no, it's not the same price. The same horsepower. It's not the same price. It's 50,000 more. So this is the most expensive in the segment, 355,000, and the A35 is 340-ish, so not cheap. but it's a BMW. And you get the novelty factor. Alright? Lovely. Yeah. So that's the new 135i, 306 horsepower, 450 Newton meters of torque, 4.8 seconds, 0 to 100. Yeah. How do you like it? Alright? Sporty, very sporty. It would be better if it comes with a panel roof. But given that this is the CBU, you can order what you like from BMW. Actually, BMW sells anything that you want to buy. Yep. Alright? Cheers. This is the X1 S-Drive 18i. Now this is a very important car for the industry. Why I say so? This is the BMW X1 and it used to compete in a segment that starts anywhere from 250,000 above. Alright? And recently we see the Japanese SUVs. Look at the Rav4. Right, reaching 200k. Look at the CX-5, CR-V, they are all near 180,000, 170-ish thousand. And this guy came down to 200,000. Yes. So it is within a stone's throw away from the mainstream mass market Japanese SUVs. If you think of those days where people buy Camrys and Accords, they have all now begin buying SUVs, right? And for BMW at this juncture to come down and introduce this is a very aggressive take on the market, because all of a sudden now you have a car that is within, let's say, 300 ringgit of monthly installment from the usual mainstream Japanese SUVs, or it is actually more affordable to buy than the Rav4. And we all know BMWs, they give free service, absolutely free service, and 6 years of warranty. That is crazy. Alright, if you're telling me that this isn't a good enough reason, then I don't know what to say. Because traditionally, let's think about this. Traditionally, people buy GLAs, right? A smaller car, but higher price because of the badge. But now, the X1 being one of the largest cars in its segment, look at that, it's huge in here. Alright, not CR-V huge, but definitely that of the CX-5 or whatever, right? So it is, my god, look at the size. If you compare to the GLA, if you compare to the Q3, this is definitely the largest in class, right? And then if you look at the boot, oh, power boot as well. XC40, comparable. Oh my god, this is a crazy move from BMW. Now you can buy a BMW SUV for roughly the kind of prices that Japanese SUVs are charging, and then it's within the same price point. Can you imagine that? Amazing, right? Yeah. So I know the rims are small, but hey, look at the price. You could have upgraded it later on, right? And you don't get cut spec tail lamps, you don't get cut spec interiors, you don't get cut spec headlamps. It's just nice. Yeah. Alright. I don't want to cross over there because Autobus is shooting their video, but it's an open event, so it's not like so there's little choice. I just have to do this. Okay, let's come inside here, see what we get. You get memory seats, alright? You get the iDrive. You get the iDrive control lever, and then you get the You need help, no? 要拿2次. Okay. And then you get a compartment over here. And this is the semi, actually it's digital, but it's the previous generation where it's not full digital. But actually this is the one I like, you know, with the rim there. And then you get a nice proper big screen iDrive. Alright, so this is the interior that we're familiar with, the X1. So why has the price come down that much? Because the fuel consumption also comes down. This is the 1.5 liter turbo 3-cylinder X1. Look at that little cute engine. Alright, look at the cute little engine over here. There it is. Alright. Projectors, daytime running lights. I would say it's respectable. It is a respectable spec. And it also has some nice features. Alright. Like a collision warning with brake intervention, right? So, hey, it's a perfectly good purchase. I mean, even at 240,000, we already would tell people that the X1 has no faults. Just go ahead. Of course, compared to some of his, oh, you get keyless. Compared to some of his rivals, people would think that the interior is not up to par, in the sense that it's a more sporty interior than it is a luxurious interior, if you think about it. Alright? So I like the compartments of this car. Look at that. So you get a compartment to hold your stuff, and because this one doesn't click lock down here, you can put a lot of large items here, and this one will still serve as an armrest. Okay? And this is pretty nice as well for the cup holders. Alright? You get a large glove box, very big glove box, in fact very big. That's unusual for European cars. Big door pockets. Right? You don't get memory seats on the passenger side, but you get power seats. That's good enough. So at the end of the day, right, this is actually what people wanted, right? A beautiful car, a premium brand, and then you get free service, absolutely free service, absolute free service, and then you get 6 years of warranty. That's the new BMW X1 S-Drive 18i, and today 2 from the 1 Series family for the younger, more dynamic, sporty, outgoing buying public. Alright? And it's tiring talking through a mask. Cheers guys, and congratulations to BMW. Just now we had some discussion on the grill and all that stuff, right? I won't give up my kidney grill. Yeah. Still love the way BMWs drive. Lovely. We'll be right back.